Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to my YouTube channel Calculus and Mathematics Learning. In the previous two videos, I solved the first 21 MCQs of ETEA Engineering Test of 2019 Mathematics portion. In today's video, I am going to solve MCQs from 22. So let's move toward MCQ number 22, ETEA Engineering Test of Mathematics portion 2019. It tells that when the selection of objects is made without paying regard to the order of selection, then it will be called permutation, combination, series, sequence. Remember that when the selection of objects is made without any arrangement, so this type of selection is called combination. For combination, the arrangement is not necessary, it is not needed. And remember, for permutation, the arrangement is necessary and must things. So that's why the correct option over here is option number B, combination. In combination, we do not paying regard or we do not arrange anything. Now after this, move toward MCQ number 23. The factorization of z square plus 6 is 4 options are given. So move to the solution of this MCQ number 23. This MCQ came from complex number. So our complex number is z square plus 6. So we cannot use the a square minus b square formula over here to factorize z square plus 6. How can we factorize it? So it can be written as z square plus can be written as minus into minus 6. So because minus into minus gives us plus. After this, z square will come down as it is, minus will come down as it is. Over here, minus 6 can be written as minus 1 multiply 6. So now after this, it becomes z square. This minus will come down as it is. You know that minus 1 is always equal to iota square. So it becomes iota square and 6. So now after this, it becomes z square minus time of 6 iota square. Now after this, z square minus 6 can be written as square root of 6 whole square. Because square can start with under root, we again left with 6. And iota square will come down as it is. Now after this, z square minus, over here this square is an under root of 6 and also square on iota. So we can write it under root 6 iota whole square. We multiply under root 6 with iota and take square on both of these. After this, over here a formula is generated, a square minus b square, which is equal to a plus b into a minus b. Using this formula, our a is z and b is under root 6 iota. So putting over here the values, so a plus b, a is 0 and b is 6 under root 6 iota. So under root 6 iota. After this, a minus b, a is z and minus b is under root 6 iota. This is actually the required factorized form for the given question. So the correct option for this MCQs is option number D. Now move to the next MCQs, MCQ number 24. It tells that if slope of a line is 2, then the slope of the line perpendicular to this line is equal to 4 options are given. Move to the solution of this MCQs. Let's suppose this is one line and let's suppose this is another line perpendicular to this line. So that tells that if slope of a line is 2, so let's suppose this line slope is represented by m1 and it is equal to 2. Then that tells that slope of the line perpendicular to this line will be. So the perpendicular line to this line is actually this line. So that tells that find the slope of this line. So let's suppose the slope of this line is m2. So remember that the condition for the perpendicular line slope is m1 multiply m2 should be equal to -1. Remember this condition that the two lines will be perpendicular if the product of their slope is equal to -1. And the two lines will be parallel if their slope is equal. So over here they are talking about perpendicular, so the product will be equal to -1. Now m1 is 2, so put over here 2. We are going to find the value of m2. So m2 will come down as it is and is equal to -1. Now divide both sides with 2. So the required m2 of the perpendicular line is -1 by 2. It means the slope of this line is -1 by 2. So the correct option for this MCQ is option number B. Now move to the next MCQ, MCQ number 25. It tells that a scalar triple product of I minus j, j minus k and k minus I is. So move to the solution of this MCQ number 25. Remember that for the scalar product we have formula that a dot b cross c should be equal to, over here we have three vector a, b and c. So over here we have three vector given, a, let's suppose this is a, let's suppose this is b, let's suppose this is c. So writing these vectors in the determinant. A dot B cross C will always be taken inside the determinant. So over here we have one row, second row and third row. So for the first row we will start from the first vector. Over here the coefficient of I is 1. After this the coefficient of j is -1 and k is not present, so we will take 0. After this, over here in the second vector we don't have I, we will write 0. Coefficient of j is 1, coefficient of k is -1. And the third vector, the coefficient of I is -1. Over here we have no j component, we will write 0. The k coefficient is 1. Now after this I expand this determinant with row 1. So remember these sign, plus minus plus minus plus minus plus minus plus. So over here plus, so we will take +1. After this part 1 I will cross the row and the column in which 1 lies. So 1 lie in this column and this row. So we left with 1, -1, 0 and 1. After this over here we have negative sign. So negative into negative gives us a +1. After this cross this column and this row. We left with 0, -1, -1 and 1. After this we have 0. So no need to write determinant over here because 0 multiply anything will give us 0. After this expand this determinant, so it gives us 1, 1 into 1 gives us 1 and -1 into 0 gives us 0. After this we have +1, multiply 0 with 1 gives us 0. After this the determinant negative sign of the formula, so minus into minus gives us +1. After simplification gives us 1, it gives us -1, so 1 minus 1 gives us 0. So the correct option for this MCQ number 25 is option number B. Now move to the next MCQ number 26. So it tells that for three vectors A, B, C, if A dot B plus C is equal to B dot A minus C, then which condition is true? So taking the given condition that A dot B plus C is equal to B dot A minus C, B dot A minus C. Multiply A with B, it become A dot B. A multiply C will give us A dot C. After this B multiply A, B multiply A minus C multiply B, we can write it B dot C. After this you know that dot product is actually commutative, so it means that A dot B should be equal to B dot A, so B dot A can be written as A dot B. Now after this this B dot A can be written as A dot B because this is a commutative, dot product is commutative. So A dot B will come down as it is, plus A dot C will come down as it is, and minus B dot C will come down as it is. So A dot B can start with A dot B. Shift minus B dot C on this side, it becomes positive. So A dot C, it becomes plus B dot C is equal to 0. Take out C common, so it becomes C into, over here we left with A and over here we left with B is equal to 0. So this is actually the required condition. So in all the option B satisfies C into dot C dot A plus B is equal to 0. So the correct option for this MCQ number 26 is option number B. Now move to the next MCQ, the MCQ number 27. It tells that for non-collinear vector A and B, the correct result will be 4 options are given. So the correct option for this MCQ is option number B, which tells that PA plus QB is equal to 0, P is equal to 0 and Q is equal to 0. Explanation. Suppose P not equal to 0, then PA plus QB is equal to 0, let's suppose. So shift QB on the right hand side, finding the value of A from over here, it gives us minus Q by P into B. Now it means that A and B are collinear, contradicting the hypothesis that A and B are non-collinear. So it means that P is equal to 0. So by putting the value of P 0, we will get the value of Q is equal to 0 and QB is equal to 0. It means that all of the three values should be equal to 0. This is the statement of a theorem. So this is present in FSC part 1 mathematics chapter number 3 vector. So the correct option for this MCQ is option number B. Now move to the next MCQ, the MCQ number 28. It tells that arithmetic mean between 2 plus square root of 2 and 2 minus square root 2 is. So move to the solution of this MCQ number 28. So let's suppose we have a two number A and B, and let's suppose these two numbers are in arithmetic progression. So we have, let's suppose, three number A, B and C, A, B and C. So let's suppose these three numbers are in arithmetic progression. So the common difference between these three will be same. So B minus A should be equal to C minus B. Shift minus B on this side and minus A on this side. So it become B minus shift minus B on this side, it become plus B. And shift minus A on the right hand side, it become A plus C. So B plus B gives us 2B and A plus C. So our B will be A plus C by 2. So over here this B is actually the middle number. It is actually the arithmetic mean between two numbers. So adding the two number and divide with 2, it will give us the required arithmetic mean. So the first number is 2 plus square root of 2. Add it with 2 minus square root 2 and just divide it with 2. So square root 2 is cancelled out with negative square root 2. 2 plus 2 gives us 4 and divide with 2. So 4 by 2 gives us 2. So the correct option for this MCQ is option number A. Now move to the next MCQ, the MCQ number 29. It tells that a function whose domain is a set of natural number is called identity function, series, sequence, onto function. Remember that a function whose domain is a set of natural number or whose domain is a set of positive integer, then this is called a sequence. So the correct option for this MCQ is option number C. Move to the next MCQ number 30. It tells that if sum of the 5 arithmetic means between A and B is 50, then their arithmetic mean will be. Move to the solution of this MCQ number 30. Remember, through the short trick we can solve this MCQ within 1 minute. So through the short trick we have the formula general term that sum of n arithmetic mean is equal to n into A plus B divided by 2. Now they tells that sum of the 5 arithmetic mean is 50. So Sn is actually the sum. So sum is 50, put over here, is equal to n. N is the total arithmetic mean. So the total arithmetic mean is 5. So put 5 over here and into we have A plus B and divided by 2. Now divide both sides with 5. So it become 50 by 5 and divide this side with also 5 and A plus B by 2 will come down as it is. So our A plus B by 2 is equal to 50 by 5, it gives us just 10. So this is actually the arithmetic mean. You know that for the arithmetic mean we have formula A plus B by 2. So over here this is arithmetic mean. They tells that find arithmetic mean. So arithmetic mean is equal to 10. So the correct option for this MCQ number 30 is option number C.